Have you seen any mean comments about yourself? Oh yeah,
Yes, on TikTok.
yeah. I forgot about TikTok.
Yes,
TikTok's
TikTok is mean. I feel like it's even more mean. Facebook just attacks you. TikTok attacks me more.
that's true.
People are always like, "We don't want to see her. We want to see the apartment. Show the
So
apartment."
where do we go from here? Where do we go? Where do we go? I don't know.
Or put a pretty girl in front of the camera. I was like,
Yes.
"Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Like, get somebody hot." I was like, "Okay, first of all, we're a business. I'm not trying to put a girl up in a bikini, but also
Yeah.
it's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
By every standard, you're a pretty person, and they're just like, get up, someone that's actually pretty." Or,
Yeah.
but
What video was it?
there's the one you're walking around the presidential suite that we have at Midtown, the one you did Spanish and English version,
Oh, okay. Oh gosh.
the one where you're like acting shy.
Yeah, that's the one I hate the most. But yeah.
Why?
I don't know, and it's the one with the most views.
By
The
far.
ones that I hate the most are the ones with the most views.
I was at a restaurant recently in Corbin, and there were some girls that were in their 20s that I knew, just because it's a small town. But they came over and said, "Hey," and that they had just watched your video. It was that video, and it was the video where you're walking toward the camera, you're kind of like acting shy, and they're like, they thought you were putting on an act.
I was about to say that I was not acting. I actually felt like that.
Yeah, and I was like, guys, she's shy. It takes us a few run throughs before she can relax. But that one, I thought the lighting looked good. I thought you looked really good in it. So I chose that one at the beginning, that shot where you're walking toward, you're kind of looking shy and bashful. They thought you were putting on an act.
No, I'm never acting. The only time I've ever acted is for the commercials. That's it.
I know, but because you're kind of a social media star,
Yeah.
they think that this is a persona that you've crafted. And because you've crafted it so well that they can't tell if you're acting or if that's the real you.
Yeah.
And because everyone's so used to people, we're doing it too. And, we try different things and see what works.
Yeah.
So they think that we've like committed it, like we've group tested it and focus group tested it, and that people just like the shy Melissa.
Yeah.
And so that's what you go with. But what the reality is, it takes us like 30 takes before you finally, not the speaking, it's you like walking around, getting comfortable. Sometimes speaking, but that's because I usually ask you to say stuff that's like hard or complicated.
Yes.
Like I'm basically asking you to memorize everything I've just said.
Yeah.
Like we don't write it down. I'm like, all right, say this. You're like, okay, I'll say it. Hopefully I get it all out. But I love that comment because, and I don't know if I even corrected them because I don't think they would believe me anyway.
Mhm.
Because everything on social media is just like content, and
Yes.
we're trying to do the stuff that's most interesting.
Mhm.
So, do you think that maybe that shy persona is part of what makes your videos work?
Maybe.
Maybe you're approachable.
I don't know what it is.
Do you
It
think
could be
you
that.
do you think you look shy in some of the videos?
Yes, some of them.
So you
Not
can
all, but some.
Well, my favorite one and the one that I get the most made fun of is the one where you're doing the under the.
Oh yeah.
Have you gotten made fun of for that one?
Someone told me about it. Yeah, someone told me about it. I can't remember who did, but yeah.
So I had you walking around apartment doing this, and because we were going to put it on TikTok, and TikTok likes that easily digestible, something cute, something fun, and the video is only 15 seconds, but you're just walking around an apartment doing this,
Yeah.
and immediately as soon as I posted it, I was getting like texts of people making fun of me, sending gifts and like different pictures of like this and like making fun of me.
Imitating, yeah.
And I was like, first of all, guys, I made her do that, so
Yeah,
don't-
I was like, everyone's gonna think that I'm doing it. And I was like, no, I don't want people to think I like doing that. I was like, no, it's not me.
And so one of my friends was like, I was making you act like an anime girl
Yeah.
or something. I was like, I wasn't. We were just playing around with different stuff. And that video got like 27,000 views. That was one of our first videos that got, really, really good views for us. I mean,
Yeah.
it wasn't the millions, but typically a video gets 200-300.
Yeah.
So when we're talking thousands, like we're very, very happy.
Mhm.
What was those two videos, any other little videos that stand out in your mind?
The one that I've gotten a lot of compliments on is the one where, like, the one we talked about the other time. The one in the commercial, the cooking,
Oh,
the baking cookies.
what comments did you get?
I mean, not like on the video, but like from people.
What were they
People
saying?
really like it a lot.
I showed a girl today that the cookies video
Yeah.
because we were talking about real estate, and I was kind of telling her about like the benefits of doing podcasts and high quality content, and I pulled that one up, and she's like, "It looks like a commercial. It looks so high quality." I was like, "It is."
Yes, that's what people tell me.
Are they surprised that it's so high
Yes.
quality?
They're like, that looks like an actual commercial. Like, I don't know, like an actual commercial. And I was like, yeah, it does.
Did you tell them how hard it is to make
Yes.
15 seconds?
It is. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
I mean, what was the setup? Like an hour and a half, and then you guys had to film for like, I don't know. You only had to film for like 10 or 15 minutes, I think.
But in total, it was like 8 hours all day. Yeah.
And then 2 more days, like
Yes.
in the evenings.
Yeah.
Have you been in contact with any of the other actors from that commercial?
Not really.
Do you follow any of them on social?
Yeah, I follow all of them.
What?
I mean, they react to my posts, but like we don't talk.
What about Jonah, the love interest on the commercial? Is he doing any projects that you've seen?
No, I've not seen that. I think the girl that came to the audition with him is.
Oh, good for her. Doing auditions or
Yeah.
projects.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, she was great. They were all great. I mean, for the people that don't know, we filmed some serious high quality commercials. And so that was the first time you'd kind of gone through, for both of us, it's the first time we'd gone through that whole process.
Yeah.
You know, what was the most fun part of the process for you?
The day that we filmed. The day that we filmed, yeah.
I love the story about us in a group message and you, to me, looking like a diva
Oh.
because I was like, all right, everyone get there at 1 o'clock because everybody had to do makeup.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm getting my makeup done by myself, or I'm doing my makeup separately.
Yeah.
And it was so matter of fact, and I was just imagining what these actors thought of you.
Who's this girl?
It's like,
Yeah.
oh, she's so fancy. She has to have her makeup done. She can't get her makeup done with the normal actors.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like star behavior. And I was thinking that would that added such a fun. I didn't correct anybody either. I didn't explain. I
Yeah.
wanted them to kind of go in maybe with a little tension or possibly. You know, I don't think there
Yeah.
was, but just being like, oh, I don't know what's going to happen. Like, is Melissa going to be the star that everybody has to cater to? And then because you did your makeup separate, you were like an hour later than everybody getting
Yeah.
to set. And so we weren't waiting on you because they were obviously setting up the set and the
Mhm.
lighting, but we were waiting on you to start the acting warm-ups.
Yeah.
And so everybody's kind of waiting on you, and you finally came in. So I loved it added to this like persona of you being like the diva star, which
Yeah.
you're not at all. But it was just funny. And then obviously everybody spent the whole day with you, and I'm sure they could tell in 2 seconds that you weren't
Yeah.
a monster.
No, not at all.
So really, I would describe your personality as, I don't want to say shy, but I guess shy.
Yeah. Sometimes.
You've gotten a lot better,
Yes.
but also I met you when you were 15.
I think this has the videos have helped me get out of my comfort zone a lot, and I don't know. I feel like I'm not as shy as I used to be.
Well, surely, I mean, you've been in high pressure situations that most people never are in their whole life.
Yeah.
Like when there's like tens of thousands of dollars riding on you, and what 10 actors and staff and cameras, and you have to perform perfectly.
Yeah.
That's a situation that I guess I've been in that situation, but only very rare.
Yeah.
Like I have that situation like when I have a jury trial,
Mhm.
but I've only had like 3 jury trials my whole career, so it's rare, and I'm a lawyer. So I mean, when would like your mom? She's never been in a situation like that.
No.
She never will. I mean, she's just not in that industry. She's not
Yeah.
content creating. She definitely could. Have you noticed that you've been more image conscious since we started doing all this? Maybe wearing more makeup or any changes like that?
It doesn't really bother me the way I look.
Well, I can
Oh.
tell a huge difference.
Like,
I used to have to beg you to do makeup. You're like, I don't wear makeup every day. I was like, but we're filming every day.
oh yeah. The only reason why I do makeup is because you have to.
Yeah, I
It's
agree.
part of being filmed. But if I looked, I don't know, I feel like I wouldn't do it, but you really have to, so
Well,
it
here's
just
the
stands out more, but
well, it's also consistency. You want to look the same on
Yes.
camera, and the only way to do that is makeup.
yeah.
So, I've when I do serious projects, I also do makeup, just light stuff like blemish covers,
Yeah.
just to make stuff look even. And it makes a huge difference,
Yes.
unfortunately. And we have a great makeup artist, Kaylee. Who did your makeup for the commercials?
My cousin.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Why didn't we use her for everybody?
She's not always here, so
Oh, is it Melanie?
no, it's another.
Wait, she moved. Never mind. You had another cousin that does makeup professionally?
I mean, she's pretty good at it.
I would have paid her rather than a stranger.
Yeah.
Well, Kaylee's not a stranger anymore. I mean, we use her
Yeah.
on a bunch of projects, but poor Kaylee too. I don't think she appreciated like how big those commercials are going to be, as far as like just the work and the scope.
Yeah.
When she showed up, she was kind of like looking at all the lights and the cameras, and I was very happy with her work. But
yeah. Oh yeah.
I had a conversation with her after, and she was a little bit, she was just surprised at the scale that we had. I mean, we had full production. It was awesome.
Yes. Yeah, it was very good.
So here's the test as far as how much you've changed, as far as like being image conscious. On your first day of class, did you wear makeup or not?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. Yes.
I don't know if Melissa, pre-content creator, would have.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've told you this, but we update our marketing like once a year. It's so nice to have that date where I know I'm going to have to like look my best.
Yes.
So like 6 weeks before, I diet, I make better decisions. So like last year before, when we were just in the early stages of planning the commercial, I sat you down. I was like, "Are you in? We're getting ready to spend lots of money, and like a huge machine's going to start ramping up." I was like, "Are you in? And how much time do you need to like feel your best?"
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, "I don't know, 10 weeks." And how helpful was that for you?
It was very helpful.
I mean, because we wanted you to look your best,
Yeah.
not just feel your best, because obviously we wanted you to feel your best, but we did need the best version of you. How's college going?
It's going pretty good.
Yeah.
So my first class was at 9:30, and so I left here like at around 6 something. I don't know.
What did they do as far as orientation? Did you have a class, or what did they do?
It was actually pretty cool because the teacher is from Brazil, so she spoke a lot of Spanish, and in that class there were a lot of Hispanic people, Spanish speaking, and I think that was very awesome. And so yeah, she did this activity where we had to go around and say a little bit about us.
That's what I was getting to.
Together.
So what did you
Yeah.
tell people about yourself?
I was a little bit shy, so I
No
just said my
surprise.
name, and I said I like to dance. She just said, say something that you like to do, say your name, and stuff like that. So everyone was pretty shy since it was the first day, but yeah.
Are you just going to wait for somebody to be like, "I've seen you before on the internet"?
Yeah. We'll see if that happens.
It's like, "Oh, I like your TikToks. I like your Reels."
Yeah.
We are, obviously, because we are advertising to Lexington area, but these kids are probably from all over the state.
Yeah.
Where were they from all over the state?
I think no one really mentioned that, but I think the majority were from Lexington.
Oh, from Lexington?
I feel like it.
Okay. I mean, I guess it makes sense. I mean, it's a community college, and
Yes.
so serving the local community. So, what? How are you going to handle when someone says, "I've seen your stuff"?
I think that would be very cool because I don't know if it would be all the way in Lexington that they've seen it.
So I've not showed you the numbers in a while on what people are actually doing on our Facebook, but we're getting 100,000. They say reach on Facebook, so it's when something from Freeman Brothers just appears on their phone.
Yeah.
Not them interacting, not anything. Just even if they're just doing this, but we were on their phone for a split second.
Yeah.
Our reach is at like 100,000 people a month right now, and we're having over 1,000 people just physically click on Freeman Brothers on our Facebook page and go to it every day.
That's
And so those numbers, it's been upward trajectory, which makes me very happy, and it's going to continue to do that. So obviously, the more wide-reaching our stuff, the more people are going to see your stuff.
Yes.
And obviously, I think I've touched on this in the other time you were on our podcast, but when we hired you, our numbers were, very, very low, like 200-300 views. And then when we hired you, all of a sudden we were getting like thousands of views. And then I texted you like last week a
Yeah.
screenshot of our reels. So like Facebook has short form videos, and we're happy to get 1,000, 2,000, and then the one reel that you had was at 6,000, like
Yes.
500.
Views.
So
yeah.
I can't figure it out, but I don't know. I've got a lot of theories, but I can't figure out why your stuff gets so much better viewership.
That surprises me, honestly. I don't know why.
Well, you're young. I think people like youth. That always helps. You're a girl. I think that helps. But I even had the theory that maybe your family was just sharing it or watching it like crazy. But like that's not true.
They are, but I don't think that's it.
Not 6,000 people.
Yeah, no. I mean, I do have a lot of family, but no, not 6,000.
Well, Facebook tells me where people are watching from, like towns, states, countries.
Yeah.
There's like 2 or 3 people from Mexico that clearly know you that watch everything and like everything.
Yeah.
But that's it. And they're not watching it on a loop. So I don't know. I would like to figure out exactly what's working with you, and then just keep doing that every time. Obviously, I put you on there as much as we can, as much as your schedule allows. But I mean, I can't have you there. You can't be here every day.
Yeah.
So, and I know young girls. We had Gabrielle who works in my office. But even her stuff wasn't touching those numbers.
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
I don't know either. But anyway, so I would not be surprised if this podcast was like crazy numbers compared to the other ones. We've been getting 300, 400 views. We'll release this, in a few weeks. I'm very excited to see the numbers and see what they do. I mean, if we're getting thousands of likes or
Yeah.
views, I'm probably just going to have you do it every week.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd have to buy another mic, which would suck because they're expensive. But I mean, my attitude in business is lean into what's working.
Yeah.
That's having Melissa, who everybody likes, do all of her posts. whatever is working is working.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what this podcast does with you, and also, what do you think of the new studio?
It's very pretty. I love it.
Can you tell that we upgraded everything?
Oh, yeah. Yes,
Like
definitely.
even the microphones. It sounds so much better.
Yes.
So we did, you and I were basically, you were my very first test podcast, and it came out terrible.
There's a huge difference.
Well, I didn't even use the first one. Remember, it was blurry the whole time.
Yes.
I didn't know how to use the lens. It was just, I had it on you, it was blurry the whole time. So I had to scrap it, and then you had to come back like 2 weeks later.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. I
So
remember.
that sucks. I think that the future of commercial real estate is just warehousing, and everybody's buying everything online, and the stores just or the companies have to have a place to store stuff.
Yeah.
That's why we stick to buying residential houses, apartments, because people will always need a place to live, but people are increasingly shopping from home.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
Yes.
So do you like trying on stuff?
Yeah, I like to, even if I shop like, I don't know, like food, like I need to I don't like doing online, but mostly everyone does it online.
I get all my groceries online.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
DoorDash just makes it so easy.
Yeah.
I don't like going in public too.
Really?
Yeah, I guess you've not been burnt too much, but when you rent to the whole town, when you're the lawyer, one of the few lawyers in town, you always have someone you've just evicted or someone that's mad at you. It just sucks when you're walking around Kroger and then there's somebody you just evicted like 2 days before walking past you.
Yeah.
I just feel like when I go in public, I'm prepared for a fight half the time. And you and I aren't doing ourselves any favors being all over social media. We're definitely locally very recognizable, and so I don't know. It makes me nervous to go in public more and more.
Yeah.
And you've seen the comments.
Oh yeah, they're very mean. Yeah.
Did you see the post I did like a week ago about the house on Kentucky? We had like 2,000 comments, and it was just brutal. Basically, I'm ruining America.
Oh my gosh. It's just Corbin.
I know I'm the reason there's a housing crisis right now, and that rent's so high.
Yeah, I've seen that a lot about the rent being high.
Do you agree with it?
No, I mean,
Rent's rent.
yeah. Business is business.
Thank you for being on my side.
Yes.
I didn't tell you to say that, right? So we needed to know, how much time. we have some small billboards behind Kroger. Have you seen our mega billboard behind
Yeah.
Kroger? So you know the back ones that are smaller,
Yeah.
they're empty all the time.
Mhm.
I'm thinking about just putting up a billboard on those just for our company.
Oh.
So would you be interested in doing one of the billboards?
Oh gosh, yeah, that would be awesome.
I'm not gonna make you
Like
do.
my face?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah.
Because we got to put something back there, and Blake and I's face is already on the big one, but on the small one, I think it would look weird if we had Blake and I on the big one, and then like a small
Yeah.
Barrett and Blake.
So what would you put?
Freeman Bros Properties.
And then just me. Okay.
You know, girl,
If you
kid,
did that, my mom would go crazy.
you're gonna be on many billboards.
She's
in
gonna
your
be
life.
like, "Oh my gosh."
That's more important than 26,000 views on TikTok.
Yeah. She loves everything that has me in it.
That's a good mom.
That's why she shares everything.
She does a good job.
Everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know if you were interested in that or not. How much time would you need to get ready for that?
Not a lot.
10 weeks.
10 weeks. No.
How long till you felt like your best version?
Mm,
Because what we do is we'd hire Tracy, the photographer.
Maybe like 8 weeks. 2 months.
Halloween.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yes.
That'll be fun. Yeah, because we've been trying to sell them for a year longer,
Mhm.
and just because of the location, you can't see it from the main road. It's like the side road, but we still built the billboards because we could.
Mhm.
There was like a gap there, and we just like, oh, we'll put a board there. Maybe someone will. But nobody's renting them, so we're like, well,
Can I keep my hair like this?
what
Has
do
to go blonde
No,
again.
no.
I'll blonde again.
We don't have time for it. It took
No.
you like forever. So here's for those guys, they don't know. One theory I have about social media is obviously people stop scrolling on girls, they stop scrolling on young girls, and they also stop scrolling on blonde girls. So I was like, Melissa,
But
Go
the
blonde.
video that has the most views, my hair's not blonde. I don't.
the only
think that's-
blonde videos we have of you are the commercials, right?
Yes, I think so.
So I mean, we haven't even tested it. I don't care. I mean, I was like, go blonde for the commercials.
Yeah.
So, and that went. I liked your hair color, but it wasn't blonde.
No,
It was more like,
it's so hard to go very blonde.
yeah. I mean, you spent like, how long were you at the salon each time? It was
Like-
ridiculous.
5 hours, maybe 4
And
or 5 hours.
2 sessions.
Yes.
I mean, what did she say? Like, we'll try our best. Or-
Yes, and you can't you have even if you want to, you can't go very often. Like let's say I got it done this week, I can't go in 2 weeks. I have to wait 8 weeks, 3 weeks. Yeah, I don't know. It takes forever.
And it's expensive. It's like $500 every time you went.
Yeah,
That's just because your hair is the thickest of any hair.
just the products they use. It's expensive.
I also feel like you have thick hair.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I have thick hair.
Your hair's a lot thicker. I mean, I've got thick hair. I'm very happy with mine. But
Yeah.
and when's your birthday?
It passed already. June.
I know. I ask you a million times.
I remember your birthday, and you never remember my birthday.
Something about June, it just doesn't click. If I think of your birthday, I'm thinking November.
No.
I promise. If you ever ask me, I'd be like, it's November sometime.
I think you've told me before, but no, it's June.
It's something about your face.
And
It's like November,
it's
baby.
even close. It's close to your birthday, and you still
It's
don't
sad.
remember
What day is it?
your birthday.
No, what day is your birthday?
15th.
Yeah, 2 weeks
15th.
apart. That's extra bad. I promise I won't remember it.
I know you will.
Well, I
I
was
don't know
asking because
how,
I was
but
like,
yeah.
oh, your birthday will be coming up.
I'm very good remembering birthdays.
I'm good with names, and generally I'm good with birthdays. For whatever reason, when I lock on a fact about somebody, though, it's hard for me to change it.
Yes,
So, and I'm that with names too. If I think your name's something,
it's hard.
it's hard to
Yes.
to reverse
Yeah,
course.
I know what you mean.
Especially so when I was younger, my dad was very militant about us remembering names.
Yeah.
So it's kind of locked. So when someone introduces himself, you know how sometimes someone will introduce themselves, and 2 seconds later, you're like, I have no idea what their name is.
Yeah.
So my dad tried to really work that out of us.
Mhm.
So when someone tells me their name, I lock it in immediately. So if I lock in the wrong name, it's a problem
Yeah.
for me. Because
Yeah.
then I'm like,
You
that's-
just think that's the person all
that's
the
it.
time.
It's almost like it's a part of their face.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they've got brown eyes and their name's Jim.
Yeah. Jim.
So, all right. Well, I think that's a good podcast.
Yeah.
Do you what do you have to do after this?
I just have to go home.
Do you have like 5 minutes after this? I was going to show you our newest rental house on 4th Street,
Okay.
and maybe do like a quick reel over there.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't done one in a while. Cool. All right. Thank you for coming on the podcast again.
You're welcome.
I'm sure we'll do this more.
Mhm.
You've got a lot of exciting things coming up, so I'm sure we'll have plenty to talk about. All right. This has been Barrett Freeman with Property Tales. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.